The Zenana Conclusion by Letitia Elizabeth Landon. Days pass, yet still Zilara's song beguiled the fair Sultana's hours, as the wind bears some bird along over the haunted orange bowers. 'Twas as till then she had not known how much her heart had for its own, and Murad's image seemed more dear, these higher chords of feeling strung, and love shone brighter for the shade that other sorrows round it flung. It was one sultry noon, yet sweet, the air which through the matted grass came cool, its breezes had to meet 100 plumes ere it could pass. The peacock's shining feathers wave for many a young and graceful slave, who silent kneel amid the gloom of that dim and perfumed room. Beyond the radiant sunbeams rest on many a minaret's glittering crest, and white the dazzling tombs below like masses sculptured of pure snow, while round stands many a giant tree like pillars of a sanctuary, whose glossy foliage, dark and bright, reflects and yet excludes the light. O sun, how glad thy rays are shed! How canst thou glory o'erhead! Ah, folly this of human pride! What were there to one like thee, whose mirror is the mighty tide, where time flows to eternity? Ah, single race, a single age, what are they in thy pilgrimage? The tent, the palace, and the tomb repeat the universal doom. Man passes, but upon the plain still the sweet seasons howl the rain, as if earth were the sole domain, and man a toy and mockery frown upon the world he deems his own. All is so calm, the sunny air has not a current nor a shade. The vivid green the rice fields were seems of one moveless emerald made. The Ganges quiet waves are rolled in one broad sheet of molten gold, and in the tuft breaks beside the waterfalls and heroes hide. And the still earth might also seem the strange creation of a dream, actual, breathless, dead yet bright, unblessed with life, yet mocked with light. It mocks our nature's fate and power when we look forth in such an hour, and that repose in nature see the fond desire of every heart. But, oh, thou inner world, to thee what the outward world can e'er impart. But turn we to that darkened hall, where the cold fountain's pleasant fall wakens the odours yet unshed from the blue hyacinth's drooping head, and on the crimson couch beside reclines the young and royal bride. Not sleeping, though the waters chim, the lulling flowers, the languid time, might soothe her to the gentlest sleep, which the Genii watchers keep, and shed from their enchanted wings all loveliest imaginings. Now there is murmuring in her ear a voice when sleep's more soft and dear, while that pale slave with drooping eyes speaks mournfully of days gone by, and every plaintive word is fraught with music which the heart has taught, a pleading and confiding tone to those mute lips so long unknown. All is vain that she had said to feeling, slumber like the dead, had bade each pang that might convulse the fiery throb, the beating pulse, each faded hope, each early dream, sleep as beneath a frozen stream. Such is her native mountain spear, the cold white hills around Shihadiyah, heights clad with that eternal snow, which happier valleys never know. Some star in that ungenial sky might well shape such a destiny. But till within the dark calm grave they yet will run an underwave, with human sympathy can still excite and melt to tears at will, no magic any spell affords, whose power is like a few kind words. 'Twas strange a contrast in the pair, that leant by that cool fountain side. Both very young, both very fair by nature, not by fate allied. The one a darling and delight, a creature like the morning bride, whose weeping is the sunny shower half light upon an April hour. One who a long glad childhood passed, but left that happy home to bide where love a deeper shadow cast. A hero's proud and treasured bride, who her light footstep more adored than all the triumphs of a sword, whose kingdom at her feet the while had seemed too little for a smile. But that pale slave was at the tomb of her own youth, of her own bloom. Enough remained to show how fair in other days those features were. Still lingered, delicate and fine, the shadow of her pure outline.